now. Good morning, Magda. 14 July, Bastille Day for the French, right? Their Independence Day.
Yeah, exactly. You are right, Tom.
Okay, first story of the day. We've got interesting stories today. We've got a few takeovers, a few new capital raises, and anyway, some fun stories. So let's get started with number one.
Gaming company Noobs from Poland soars 25% on first day of New Connect listing. On July 13, the producer of strategy games Noobs from Poland made its debut. The company is the 16th entity to enter the New Connect exchange this year.
Yeah, so another gaming company on the Warsaw Stock Exchange, New Connect exchange. Great news for the gaming sector. Again, Poland pulls way ahead of every other global exchange, including Tokyo, for having more gaming companies listed in Poland. So interesting story. We'll see how that Noobs from Poland develops. Up 25% yesterday. Good deal. Okay, next story, fun one.
Farm Fried celebrates 100% sustainable on World French Fries Day. Last year, McDonald's restaurants in Poland sold 144 million portions of fries, says Patrycja Pazio from McDonald's Poland on the occasion of the World French Fries Day on July 13. What's more, the potatoes are used 100% because biogas is produced from the peelings.
Okay, so who would have known it's World French Fries Day? I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, I heard it for the first time, but it's a good occasion to celebrate.
Eat some French fries, yeah. Anyway, but a cool story with these guys at Farm Fried. They're recycling. They're taking the waste from the potatoes and using that, burning that for biogas, and that fuels their own local factories. So cool way to be sustainable in their own compartment of production. Okay, next story, Magda.
EUWIC Group aims for 1 billion zlotys in revenues and Warsaw Stock Exchange reverse takeover. The EUWIC Group plans to enter the Warsaw Stock Exchange by 2024 and to achieve 1 billion zlotys in revenues, said the founder and president Wojciech Wolny.
Okay, I don't know them very much, so let's move on to the next story.
GrapeUp takes over Adepto AI startup. GrapeUp, a technology and consulting company building key IT solutions for large global companies from the automotive, insurance, finance, and retail sector, has taken over Adepto, an expert in the field of AI and big data. GrapeUp extends its competences in the field of artificial intelligence.
So that's one of our several takeovers today that we're going to talk about. Also, the AI space is hot. I think we need to change the BiznesPolska Live to put the AI moniker is so hot. Let's call it BiznesPolska Live powered by AI, the newest AI technology. Anyway, we'll do that. So next story. What do we got next?
Warsaw's OTB Ventures launches new 50 million euros fund. OTB Ventures has announced the launch of a new growth stage fund totaling 50 million euros. Through this fund, OTB Ventures plans a number of follow-on investments in portfolio companies. The typical ticket size for the Warsaw-based firm ranges from $1 million to $15 million, with a focus on cybersecurity, space, fintech, and automation startups.
Yeah, and these guys, of course, are led by Marcin Hejka, who is a former Intel Ventures guy. They've done really well, some nice projects, nice investments they've had, even some exits, some impressive exits. So that's really impressive what they're doing, and really interesting to see what they'll do with this 50 million, what they'll be backing. But in the hot spaces of space, I mean, space incredible. Richard Branson was in space yesterday or 2 days ago. I mean, the space is hot, right? Of course, automation startups is very much on fire too. So we'll be interested to see how they develop and what they invest in. So next story, Magda.
Okay, we come back to the hot topic. Czech talks with Poland over disputed Turów coal mine inch forward. The Czech Republic and Poland talks over the disputed Polish open pit coal mine Turów and are progressing. A Czech deputy environment minister said on Tuesday, with expert groups aiming to hammer out technical issues this week before higher level meetings next week.
Well, if you remember, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is this hugely polluting mine in Turów, very close to Czech border. And of course, the Czechs took Poland to the EU courts to stop it, to close it down. And that, of course, meant that Poland had to start the conversations, the debates, and the discussions. So they're doing it, forced to do it. So we'll watch, see how that develops. I imagine they're going to scale it back significantly. Don't shut it down, but watch the space closely as they improve that coal mine area, which is quite polluting in that part of the southwest Poland. Okay, next story, Magda. Another takeover here. Here we have another takeover. Two more. Next two stories are takeovers.
The first one is about Apaczka that takes over Sendit to strengthen logistics focus. Apaczka, a provider of logistics solutions for e-commerce in Poland, backed by the Central European private equity investor Ebris Capital Partners, has acquired Sendit, a parcel delivery platform for individual customers in Poland.
Yeah, the significance of this is quite obvious. Another e-commerce play, another logistics play, another parcel delivery play. We've talked about it a lot the last few weeks. Ebris, a well-established PE firm in Poland. Would not bet against them. So we'll watch how this space develops as well. Okay, next takeover story.
Global firm Star takes over medtech firm Pro4People. Star, a global technology company connecting end-to-end strategy, design, and engineering services, announced its acquisition of Pro4People, based in Wrocław, specializing in regulated medtech and digital healthcare.
Yeah, another deal in Wrocław. More news out of Wrocław, where you're based. Another medtech deal. Of course, that space is hot as well for obvious reasons. Let's go to the next story, Magda.
Offshore wind boom breathes new life into Gdynia port. Danish wind turbine manufacturer Vestas has begun technical discussion with the port of Gdynia to drive the port's development as a key infrastructure site for offshore wind in Poland. Poland has announced a target to deliver 11 gigawatts of offshore wind by 2040.
So, of course, we know about the offshore wind being very big in Poland, kind of cartel-like companies. They're dividing up the spaces on the offshore. But beyond that, the suppliers, the ports, the turbine manufacturers, the equipment manufacturers, the guys doing the studies and the consultancies are all going to benefit from this big project. So Gdynia, which has been suffering a bit as the port of Gdańsk has expanded very well, accepting global cargoes from China, for example. Gdynia can't take it. It's not as deep as Gdańsk port. So I think Gdynia might be finding a bit of a niche here on the offshore wind. So let's hope that this will be a good thing to breathe new life into the Gdynia port. So we shall see. Okay, next story and last story, yes?
Yeah, the last story for today about massive indoor theme park Mandoria opens its doors near Łódź. Mandoria, a year-round massive indoor theme park, has opened in central Poland, only 20 kilometers from Łódź. Its designers relied on an original idea inspired by the times of the Renaissance. Attractions constitute an integral part of the created world, and visitors of Mandoria feel as if they entered a city from centuries ago. Wow, I have to visit it.
Yeah, very interesting. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it too. I don't know the concept. Indoor theme parks, I'm used to outdoor theme parks, but I'm not sure about indoor theme parks, especially given the virus situation. But maybe that'll be a big success. We'll see. But I'd like to go see it as well. Take my 8-year-old daughter and check it out.
Yeah, for sure. What your plan for today? Because you are in Zakopane still, yeah?
Zakopane, going back to Warsaw today, driving back, going through Krakow for the next volleyball, checking out some volleyball things for our beach volleyball in Krakow as well. So good, all good. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 15th July. Enjoy the rest of the day, Magda, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day and nice journey to Warsaw. Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.